Well, hello everybody. It must be Friday night and somehow you've made it into the dregs of the internet. Yes, it's the one and only Vegematic show. And I hope you didn't mind me posting a little bit of festive cheer with Bert and her tribe of mutant inbred cloven-hooved piglets. But I thought that given the season it was the right thing to do, you know. Now, of course, Herr Drumpf has endorsed Bobert, and Bobert has gratefully acknowledged that she would love to also take a shot at democracy with guns and, you know, those things that psychopaths are into. And, well, you have to be a psychopath to be a leader these days. It's almost a prerequisite. It's leadership is psychopathy, or I think you have to be psychopathic to want to be a so-called leader, who are really the worst parasites on the face of the earth when you get right down to it. They are just there to enrich themselves at the expense of all of you and I and the common folk, common as in commoner, as in just everyday people, you know? And now I guess the Build Back Almost Slightly Better act is not gonna make it. Of course it never was anyway, due to cinema and mansion. Cinema apparently really likes filibusters, and they get her hot. So you know, she's a very strange woman. She's dangerous. She is the slime of the Democratic Party, the sewer, along with Joe Manchin. These are the greediest of the greedy, the slimiest of the slimy, the sleaziest of the sleazy. These are the scum. No, they're not scum because scum, no, they're worse than scum. And of course we all witnessed killer winds going across and atmospheric rivers and all kinds of fun stuff, while they still lease for more oil drilling, because energy's important and cheap gas is important. Cheap gas. There's nothing cheap about gas. There's never been anything cheap about gas. The only thing cheap about gas is the cheap lies that have taken place in order to sell more, to put tigers in your tank. And in the rich people are stupid idiots category, this is from Yahoo News. A man feels like his fiancée might be just using him for money. He and his fiancée got engaged. He paid off $75,000 of her debts. Since he has given her the money, she has spent less and less time with him. Now he wonders if she was only ever interested in his money. Yeah. I don't care when my fiancée Hannah goes out with her friends or does whatever, he said, but for the last few months I really feel like I've taken a back seat to her. Back seat to the 75 grand that you've just kissed goodbye to. Once we got engaged, I did a big overhaul of her financial debt. She went from being $75,000 in debt to being 100% debt-free and owning a car. I was happy to do it, as we are spending the rest of our lives together, and once that was solid, I went ahead and pulled the trigger. Okay, no matter how much he pleaded with her, Hannah never seemed interested in making him a priority. She has reduced the time seeing me to once a week. And I've told her that I really want to hang out with you. And she just blames it on her busy schedules or says sure, but it doesn't really happen. I feel like I've nagged her to the bone in a nice way and also abrasive ways that I don't feel like a priority. I'm being put on the back burner. But if she wants something or money, then I'm suddenly her angel. I'm about to lose my shit. I'm not cool with spending 4 hours a week with my fiance. She knows this, but apparently it just doesn't sink in. It's like she got the money she needed, and now I'm just a piggy bank. Well, yeah. And you see, rich people have problems too. Mainly that they really think people are interested in them because of their good looks and their sexy attitude, not because of their sexy bank account. So I don't really feel too sorry for this guy. 75 grand on somebody that doesn't give a shit about you. It could be worse, I suppose. You could not have it to give her. But 75,000 would buy an awful lot of ladies of the night to take care of his needs, and it would be far more satisfying. So rich people are just stupid. End of story. And this just in from Sumter, South Carolina. Authorities in South Carolina are searching for a pig that they say has been wreaking havoc in people's yards. On Monday, police in Sumter posted on their Facebook page that the department had received calls over the weekend about a large, pink, and elusive pig suspected of causing damage in some neighborhoods. Alongside the post were photos of a large pig as well as large dirt piles in the yard of a home. Officers warned people, do not try to approach the hefty hog, writing that its size alone is of concern. Police say they have asked officials with the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources for help in finding the porcine renegade. Well, good for him. I figured that there aren't enough porcine renegades running around, and people just, they run these porcine ostrich outlets, and it sucks, and it's really bad. So if one gets away once in a while and manages to dig up your lawn, I'm cool with that. I'd even give it some scraps, from my compost bin. I'd dump it up and say, here, go to it. Yes, make more compost with fertilizer. I'm sure my neighbors would approve of that one. You guys ever watch that show Shark Tank? Well, it's kind of a capitalist dream show because most people have seen that. Or in Canada, it's Dragon's Den, which was the original show, and then of course the Americans picked it up and made it even more vicious and called it Shark Tank. Anyway, you see these people coming on and they're begging for money for their various businesses, and this is going to change things, and this is I've got to work out all the money and we're going to make millions, and just give me some money. And they sit up there, the dragons or the sharks, whichever they are, I don't know, they're all just rich capitalist pigs anyway. But anyway, that being as it may, I thought, well, what would I come up with to pitch on Shark's Tank, Dragon's Den, one of these shows, these capitalist pig shows? So what I thought of was, they always cite statistics on things. Research has shown that 47,000 people a day are learning how to do crochet, and my crochet kit will just, be the next big thing. And I thought, well, what would I market? And it just didn't come to me. I thought, well, research has shown that more and more people are having psychiatric problems, and the mental illness it's just going off the charts. So I propose a rubber room, a portable rubber room you could take anywhere with you. So if you're gonna explode and go crazy, and you don't freak out, you don't get guns and go out, and you just take this rubber room with you and you blow it up, and you get inside it and you can pound and scream, and I thought that would be a really good business idea. But what do I know? I've never been a businessman, never a successful businessman anyway. Success? What's that? Who cares? I'm successful in my own life, in my own head, where it really matters the most. And I'm successful with a few of you people being my friends. I need friends desperately, I really do. Anyway, I guess that's it for this week. I'm rushing again to get it done. Let's see, it's, what time is it? Where is that clock? Oh, it's 4:28. So if I don't get this film together in an hour and a half, 5:28. Well, not an hour and a half and then an hour to upload. So I mean, you know, and I'm not going to upload the standard version and press it, and then you see the 3 dots. I wait till it's fully uploaded. So hopefully I made it by 7 this week, because this is like what 1, 2, 3. This is the 5th week of consistency in my life. The 5th week that I've done something consistently every Friday at every Friday at 7 o'clock. You can watch the Vegematic channel in full HD, magnificent stereo if you have the replay equipment. And anyway, I'll see you next week. Oh yeah, don't forget to harass your friends and bother them and say, subscribe to this Vegematic guy, because really, you know, I don't ask you for money or anything. So what is it? You know, what is it? You click on subscribe. Is that so fucking hard? No. Anyway, I'm gonna see I'm gonna pitch a rubber room next week. So anyway, be well. Look after each other. And I'd also like to mention the other struggling channel that's Divided We Stand, and they never ask for money either. So go on there and you know, show up on Saturday night, and you can talk with Veg in real time in the chat room. Isn't that exciting? I thought so. Okay, nobody else does. All right, doesn't matter. Anyway, see ya. Bye.